What's up, everybody? How you doing? Scott Jelinek here, and my son Vince is filming this today, and he told me to tell you before we go any further to make sure you hit the subscribe button, because he knows the analytics better than I do, and he said 50% of all the people who are watching this are not subscribed. So before we go any further, go ahead and click the subscribe button right now. I'll wait. Nope, it's right down there on the bottom. Yep, there it is. All right, so today I wanted to do a video for you on another scam that's out there that's specifically targeted to real estate investors. And this scam can happen one of two ways. The first way is when the person is strictly being unscrupulous and targeting you with the intent to scam you. The second way is actually a way that's taught by a lot of real estate investment trainers, and it's just when something goes wrong, the person no longer has the money to get back to you. So let me explain to you what this is. This involves wholesaling real estate when you're on the buyer end of wholesaling. So as you guys know, with wholesaling, you're not actually selling the house, you are selling the contract, right? I got a contract for $100,000. I'm selling it to another investor for $110,000. I do an assignment of contract for $10,000. So I'm selling him that contract for $10,000, right? Well, some trainers, some gurus out there teach their people when they teach wholesaling to tell them, well, we're not selling the house, we're selling the contract, so you should get paid now when you sell that contract. Does that make sense? So that's a different way than normally. Normally you get paid at closing when the money's transferred and everybody gets paid. Well, some people suggest and train their people to you should get paid at the time of selling the contract. So there's two different things that can go wrong with this, and I'm going to tell you. Number one is if the person that you're dealing with is actually just a scammer. So they can literally find a vacant house. It doesn't even have to be vacant. They can write up an initial contract at, say, $100,000, then assign it to you for that $10,000, telling you they want the $10,000 right now. And then it'll turn out they didn't even have a valid contract on the house. They may not have even had any contact with the seller. It could have just been a scammer. Found you on Craigslist, or you found them on Craigslist. Deal seemed too good to be true. You're not getting that $10,000 back. That's gone, right? So that's way number one. Way number two is the more common, more likely way to happen, and that's from the guys who are trained to do it this way. They are not scamming. They mean absolutely no harm. They legitimately got the contract for $100,000. They legitimately are assigning it for $110,000. It's legitimately a good deal, but they want their $10,000 assignment fee at time of doing the contract. So you look at it, you research it, you even check title and said, okay, yep, it really is in the right guy's name, and you give him the $10,000, right? He leaves, he's celebrating, his deal's done, and you have the contract and assignment. You set it all up for closing. Well, if you're brand new in the business, you may not realize that this is part of the business, but oftentimes something comes up that clouds title and a deal cannot close. If you've done 5 deals, 10 deals, 15 deals in your life, you may have never had a situation where a deal couldn't close. But if you've done 100, 200, 300 deals, it's come up where we get all the way toward closing and there's some unreleased deed of trust, something got transferred incorrectly 30 years ago, something could happen that means they cannot sell. I'm in the middle of one right now that the seller is 100%, he's the name on the title, but when we go to close, when they conveyed it to him 15 years ago when he inherited it, they conveyed it incorrectly and they did not have a specific power of attorney for one of the brothers, and so now the title company will not close it until they get that guy to re-sign, and he's in prison somewhere, so the odds of it closing is highly unlikely. So anyway, so this guy sells you the contract, best of intentions, everything's great, then the lawyer says there's no way this deal can close. The deal's dead now. You go back to him and say, hey, the deal's dead, I wanted to get my 10 grand back, and although he had the best of intentions, that money's gone. He spent it on his new marketing campaign. He bought himself a little Honda, and he took his wife out to dinner, and it's over. That money's gone. Very, very hard to recover. So my advice to you, the way to avoid this, it's very, very simple. Number one, you know, we never give earnest money deposits. We never give EMDs. Well, just like that, we never pay the assignment fee prior to closing. So if you have to pay something, if they require it, it can only go to the attorney's office to be held in escrow until such time as closing, and then afterwards it can be released. That's all I have for you guys today. Go ahead and click that like button, subscribe to this channel. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thank you for watching, and have a fantastic day.